I was 64. I reached for a towel, my foot slipped on the wet floor, and I broke my wrist on the side of the tub. I couldn't get up. I laid there 40 minutes waiting for my husband to come home. The wrist healed in 6 weeks. Being scared of that floor lasted a lot longer. That was 20 years ago. I haven't fallen since, not one time. But something has gotten worse, not me. What a fall would cost me now. Back then, Bill could pick me up. He's 87. He couldn't lift me off that floor if he tried. He sits in the garden most afternoons, 1 until 3. He doesn't wear his hearing aids out there, says the wind makes them whistle. The bathroom is on the other side of the kitchen wall from where he sits. 40 feet. I measured it. So if I go down at 1:10, I can yell as loud as I want. He won't hear me. 2 hours on that floor. I counted them. Being careful was never going to be enough on its own. My friend Marion was the most careful woman I ever knew. She went down on her own front step at 79 and never walked right again. So I stopped hoping. I got ready instead. 20 years, not one fall. Let me show you exactly what I did. I started in the bathroom. That's where it happened to me, and it's where it happens to most people. Wet floor, bare feet, something hard on every side. There's no soft place to land in a bathroom. First thing, the day I fell, I grabbed the towel rack. It came off the wall in my hand. A towel rack is not a handle. Neither is a sink or a shower door. They're built to hold about as much as a wet towel. If you've ever caught yourself on one of those, you've had a close call. You just didn't know it. So I put in 2 real grab bars, not the suction cup kind. Those come off, screwed into the studs by somebody who knew how to find them. One goes inside the shower, where you turn around. Turning is when you go over. The second is next to the toilet. That's the one nobody puts in. Getting up from down low with nothing to pull on is a fall waiting for a bad morning. Then I fix the floor. A rubber mat inside the shower. Outside it, one with a rubber back that grips. Not the fluffy kind that slides. And I dry the floor every time. Wet tile is what put me down at 64. I don't leave it wet anymore. I put a plastic chair in the shower. I sit down to wash. I know how that sounds. I've never fallen doing it, so I stopped minding. And I keep a light on in there, day and night. Electricity is cheap. Hips are not. The last thing I did in that room is the one I want you to get up and do. I took the lock off the door. Here's why. That door opens inward. If I fall in there, my body could end up against it. Then nobody can get in. They'd have to push me across the floor or take the door off. That's another 20 minutes on the tile. If it's locked, they have to break it down. So the lock came off. It's just Bill and me here. Nothing happens in that bathroom worth 20 minutes on a cold floor. Second thing, for years I thought I had this handled because I carried my phone. I didn't. You don't take a phone in the shower, and if you did, you'd set it on the counter. The counter is the one place you can't reach from the floor. Anything that's going to save you has to be on you, not near you, on you. So I wear an alarm. Press the button and somebody comes. It's waterproof. It comes in the shower. It comes to bed. It doesn't come off. I wore it a whole year and never pressed it once. I felt foolish. An old woman with a button around her neck. Then Marion fell. She had one of these too. She'd taken it off to charge it and left it in the kitchen. I've never felt foolish about mine since. One more thing. If you press that button, somebody has to be able to get in. We keep a key in a box by the back door. Our daughter knows the number. So does the alarm company. No good having help show up and stand on the porch. All that is for the day I fall. I'd rather not fall. So here's what keeps me on my feet. One movement every morning while the coffee is going. I stand up out of a chair and I sit back down. Then I do it again. I keep one hand on the kitchen table next to me. That's it. That's the whole thing. I know it doesn't sound like much. Here's why it's the one I'd pick. Think about what happens when you trip. You don't go down right away. Your foot catches, you're going forward, and for about half a second you're still up. That half second is everything. That's where you either catch yourself or you don't. And what catches you is the front of your legs, right above the knee. That's the muscle that goes first. It goes quiet. Nothing hurts, so you don't notice. You just find you're pushing on the arms of the chair to stand up, and you don't think anything of it. I do. That's the warning bell right there. Same muscle gets you off the toilet. Same one gets you up off the floor. If it's not there, you're not getting up no matter how bad you want to. When I started, I couldn't do it. I mean it. I was 64, just out of the cast. I sat down and couldn't get back up without both hands on the table. That scared me more than the fall did. So I put a cushion on the seat, made it higher, easier to get out of. I did 3 twice a day off a cushion. Next month I did 4. Then I took the cushion away. It took me most of a year to get to 10 off a regular chair. A year. For 10. I figured 10 was where I'd stopped. Then one morning I did 11. Didn't mean to. Just felt like I had another one in me. Next week I did 12. That was 20 years ago. I do more than 50 now. 50 at 84. Don't chase my number. That's 20 years of mornings. Do 50 tomorrow and you couldn't walk for a week. Take my direction, not my number. Whatever you can do today, do one more next month. I've never enjoyed it, not once. I do it because I've seen what the other road looks like. And then something happened I wasn't expecting. I got stronger. Not steadier, not managing, stronger. I could barely get out of a chair at 64. I'm 84, and I carry my own groceries in from the car. They tell you it's all downhill after 60, that you hold on to what you've got and hope it lasts. That's not what happened to me. I went the other way. The bathroom isn't the only room in the house. 4 quick things. The rugs went, all of them. A rug is a thing on the floor waiting to catch your foot. The socks went too. I wear real slippers with a back on them. Socks on a hard floor is how people go down in their own kitchen. There's a little light in the hall that comes on by itself at night. 2 in the morning, half asleep, on the way to the bathroom is a bad time to be feeling for the wall. And I don't jump out of bed anymore. I sit on the edge and count to 10. When I stand up too fast, everything swims for a second. Which brings me to the one I want you to take seriously. Ask your doctor if anything you're taking makes you dizzy when you stand up. Blood pressure pills, water pills, sleeping pills. Ask straight out. I know a woman who spent 3 years thinking she was getting frail. She wasn't getting frail. It was her pills. Nobody ever asked. 20 years and I haven't needed any of this. But I might. Could be tomorrow. So I know exactly what I'd do. Same way you learn where the water shuts off before the pipe bursts.